That's very kind of you, but I haven't done anything yet. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Spencer Reese. I'm the director of today's production. And on behalf of everyone here at the Connecticut Gilbert and Sullivan Society, I am so pleased to welcome you to our production of Iolanthe. Just a couple of items of housekeeping before we get started. These probably won't come as a surprise. Please take a moment before we start and completely silence all cell phones. If a cell phone rings, you'll be answering to the Fairy Queen, and I don't want to mess with her, so that's on you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, fire exits are located in the rear of the hall where you came in, or at these two sides. Our performance today will have one 15-minute intermission. There are several opportunities to support the company and other local groups, so please check out the lobby at intermission. For any of you that might be new to Iolanthe, this is Gilbert and Sullivan's parody on the British government and answers the age-old question, should we just let the fairies be in charge? Now, our show today, one thing that I'm always so proud about the arts is its ability to bring people together. Between our 44-person cast spanning 6 decades, our amazing orchestra, our designers, our technicians, in front of you, behind you, in the lobby, today's efforts represent almost 100 folks from our community coming together to create this show for you. We are so pleased that you've chosen to spend your afternoon with us and hope you will continue to support live local theater. Enjoy the show.
Iolanthe was the life and soul of all of fairyland. Why, she wrote all our songs and arranged all our dances. We sing her songs, and we trip her measures, but we don't enjoy ourselves.
To think that 25 years have elapsed since she was banished. What could she have done to have deserved so terrible a punishment?
Something awful. She married a mortal.
Oh, is it injudicious to marry a mortal?
Injudicious? Why, it strikes at the root of the whole fairy system. By our laws, the fairy who marries a mortal dies.
But Iolanthe didn't die.
No. Because your queen, who loved her with a surpassing love, commuted her sentence to penal servitude for life, on condition that she left her husband without a word of explanation and never communicated with him again.
And that service of penal servitude she is now serving on her head at the bottom of that stream.
Yes, but when I banished her, I gave her all the pleasant places on the earth to dwell in. I'm sure I never intended that she should live at the bottom of a stream. It makes me perfectly wretched to think of the discomfort she must have undergone.
Think of her chest and damp, always so delicate.
And the frogs. I shall never enjoy any peace of mind until I know why Iolanthe went to live among the frogs.
Then why not summon her and ask her?
Why? Because if I set eyes on her, I should forgive her at once.
Then why not forgive her? 25 years. It's a long time.
Think of how we loved her.
Loved her? What was your love to mine? Why, she was invaluable to me. Who taught me to curl myself into a buttercup? Iolanthe. Who taught me to swing upon a cobweb? Iolanthe. Who taught me to dive into a dewdrop, to nestle into a nutshell, to gamble upon gossamer? Iolanthe.
She certainly did surprising things.
Oh, give her back to us, great queen, for your sake, if not for ours.
Oh, I should be strong, but I am weak. I should be marble, but I am clay. Her punishment has been heavier than I intended. I did not mean that she should live among the frogs. And well, it shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish. Iolanthe, from thy dark exile, thou'rt summoned. Come to our call. Come, Iolanthe.
Come to our call, Iolanthe.
the world to choose from, why on earth did you decide to live at the bottom of that stream?
To be near my son, Straffin.
Bless my heart. I didn't know you had a son.
He was born soon after I left my husband, by your royal command, and he doesn't even know his father's existence.
How old is he?
24.
24? No one to look at you would think you had a son of 24. But that's one of the advantages of being immortal. We never grow old. Is he pretty?
He's extremely pretty. But he's inclined to be stout.
Oh.
I see no objection to stoutness. In moderation.
And what is he?
He's an Arcadian shepherd, and he loves Phyllis, a ward in Chancery.
A mere shepherd, and he half a fairy.
He's a fairy down to the waist, but his legs are mortal.
Dear me.
I have no reason to suppose that I am more curious than other people, but I confess I should like to see a person who is a fairy down to the waist, but whose legs are mortal.
Nothing easier, for here he comes.
Good morrow, good mother, good mother, good morrow. By some means or other, pray banish your sorrow. With joy beyond telling, my bosom is swelling, so join in a measure expressive of pleasure, for I'm to be married today, today. Yes, I'm to be married today.
Yes, he's to be married today, today. Yes, he's to be married today.
Then the Lord Chancellor has at last given his consent to your marriage with his beautiful ward Phyllis.
Not he, indeed. To all my tearful prayers, he answers me, a shepherd lad is no fit helpmate for a ward of Chancery. I stood in court, and there I sang him songs of Arcady with flageolet accompaniment. In vain. At first he seemed amused, so did the bar. But, quickly wearying of my song and pipe, he bade me get out. A servile usher then, in crusty bands and rumpled bombazine, led me still singing into Chancery Lane. I'll go no more. I'll marry her today and brave the upshot, be what it may. But who are these?
Oh, Straffin, rejoice with me, for my queen has pardoned me.
Pardoned you, mother? This is good news indeed.
And these ladies are my beloved sisters.
Your sisters? Well, then they are my aunts.
A pleasant piece of news for your bride on her wedding day.
Hush. My bride knows nothing of my fairyhood. I dare not tell her lest it frighten her, as she thinks me mortal, and prefers me so.
Your fairyhood doesn't seem to have done you much good.
Much good? My dear aunt, it's the curse of my existence. What's the use of being half a fairy? My body can creep through a keyhole. But what's the good of that when my legs are left kicking behind? I can make myself invisible down to the waist. But that's of no use when my legs remain exposed to view. My brain is a fairy brain. But from the waist downward, I'm a gibbering idiot. My upper half is immortal. But my lower half grows older every day. And someday or other must die of old age. What's to become of my upper half when I've buried my lower half, I really don't know.
Poor fellow!
I see your difficulty, but with a fairy brain, you should seek an intellectual sphere of action. Let me see. I've a borough or two at my disposal. Would you like to go into Parliament?
Oh, a fairy member. That would be delightful.
I'm afraid I should do no good there. You see, down to the waist, I'm a Tory of the most determined description. But my legs are a couple of confounded radicals. And on a division, they'd be sure to take me into the wrong lobby. You see, they're 2-1, which is a strong working majority.
Don't let that distress you. You shall be returned as a liberal conservative, and your legs shall be our peculiar care.
I see your majesty does not do things by halves.
No, we are fairies down to the feet. Fare thee well, attractive stranger.
Fare thee well, attractive stranger.
Shouldst thou be in doubt or danger, peril or perplexity, call us and we'll come to thee.
Call us and we'll come to thee.
Tripping thither, nobody knows why or whither we
Must thou be taking wing to another fairy ring?
tripping thither, we must
Thou be taking wing to another fairy ring.
Good morrow, good lover, good morrow. I prithee discover, still purchase or borrow, some means of concealing the care you are feeling, and join in a measure expressive of pleasure, for we to be married today, for we to be married today.
Yes, we to be married today. Yes, we to be married today. My Phyllis, and today we're to be made happy forever.
Well, we're to be married.
Well, it's the same thing.
I suppose you're right, but, oh, Stratton, I tremble at the step I'm taking. I believe it's penal servitude for life to marry a ward of court without the Lord Chancellor's consent. I shall be of age in 2 years. Don't you think you could wait 2 years?
2 years? Have you ever looked in the glass?
No, never.
Here. Look at that, and tell me if you think it's rational to expect me to wait 2 years.
No, you're quite right. It's asking too much. One must be reasonable.
Besides, who knows what would happen in 2 years? Why, you might fall in love with the Lord Chancellor himself by that time.
Yes, he's a clean old gentleman.
As it is, half the House of Lords are sighing at your feet.
The House of Lords have certainly been extremely attentive.
Attentive? I should think they were. Why did 25 Liberal peers come down to shoot over your grass plot last autumn? It couldn't have been the sparrows. Why did 25 Conservative peers come down to fish in your pond? Don't tell me it was the goldfish. No, delays are dangerous. And if we are to marry, the sooner the better.
None shall part us from each other. One in life and death are we. All in all to one another. I to thee and thou to me. All in all to one another. I to thee and thou to me. I the tree and I the flower. Thou the idol, I the throng. Thou the day
And
thou the hour.
I
Thou the singer, I the song.
since that fond meeting, when in joy I woke to find mine the heart within thee beating, mine the love that heart enshrined, mine the heart within thee beating, mine the love that heart enshrined.
Thou stream and I the willow, thou the sculptor, I the clay,
I the ocean, thou the billow, I the sunrise, thou the day, I the stream, and thou the willow, I the ocean, thou the billow. Sunrise, I the day.
ye masses, blow the trumpets, bang the brasses. Sing boom, sing boom, tan tan ta. Sing boom, sing boom, tan tan ta. Sing boom, sing boom. Blow, blow the trumpets, bang the brasses. Blow, blow the trumpets, bang the brasses. Blow, blow the trumpets. Blow, blow the trumpets. Bang, bang the brasses. Bang, bang the brasses. Sing, 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 sing. Bow ye lower middle classes, bow ye tradesmen, bow ye masters, bow ye lower middle classes, bow ye tradesmen, bow ye masters. Punch, punch, around, punch, punch, around, punch, punch, around, punch, around, punch, around, punch, around, punch, around, punch, around, punch, around. Punch, around. Punch, around. The law is the true embodiment of everything that's excellent. It has no kind of fault or flaw, and I, me lords, embody the law. The constitutional guardian, a pretty young ward's a chancery, are very agreeable girls, and none are over the age of 21. A pleasant occupation for a rather susceptible chancellor. A pleasant occupation for a rather susceptible chancellor. And though the compliment implied inflates me with legitimate pride, it nevertheless can't be denied. It has its inconvenient side. For I'm not so old and I'm not so plain, I'm quite prepared to marry again. But there'd be the deuce to pay, and the Lord fell in love with one in me ward. Which rather tries my temper, for I'm such a susceptible chancellor. Which rather tries my temper, for he's such a susceptible chancellor. And everyone who'd marry a ward must come to me for my accord. And in my court I sit all day, giving agreeable girls away. For it's one for him and one for he, and one for you and one for thee, and one for thou and one for thee. But never, oh never, one for me. Which is exasperating for a highly susceptible chancellor. Which is exasperating for a highly susceptible chancellor.
And now, my lords, to the business of the day.
By all means. Phyllis, who is a ward of court, has so powerfully affected your lordships that you have appealed to me in a body to give her to whichever one of you she may think proper to select. And a noble lord has gone to her cottage to request her immediate attendance. It would be idle to deny that I myself have the misfortune to be singularly attracted to this young person. My attention has caused me, it has affected my constitution. 3 months ago, I was a stout man. I need say no more. If I could reconcile it with my sense of duty, I should unhesitatingly award her to myself. For I can say for sure that I know of no man who is so well fitted to make her exceptionally happy. But such an award would be open to misconstruction, and therefore, despite personal inconvenience, I waive my claim.
My lord, I desire on the part of this house to express its sincere sympathy for your lordship's most painful position.
I thank you, my lords. The feelings of a Lord Chancellor who is in love with his word of court are not to be envied. What is his position? Can he give his own consent to his own marriage with his own ward? Can he marry his own ward without his own consent? And if he marries his own ward without his own consent, can he commit himself for contempt of his own court? And if he commits himself for contempt of his own court, can he appear by counsel before himself to move for arrest of his own judgment? Aye, my lords, it is indeed painful to have to sit on a woolsack stuffed with such thorns as these.
My lords, I have much pleasure in announcing that I have succeeded in inducing the young person to present herself before the bar of this house.
How beautiful, how gentle, how beautiful.
Of all the young ladies I know, this pretty young lady's the fairest. Her lips have the rosiest show, her eyes are the richest and rarest. Her origin's lowly, it's true, but of birth and position I've plenty. I've grammar and spelling for 2, and blood and behavior for 20. Her origin's lowly, it's true, her grammar and spelling for 2, of birth and position I've plenty. With blood and behavior for 20, and position I've plenty. With blood and behavior for 20.
Though the views of the house have diverged on every conceivable motion, or questions of party are merged in a frenzy of love and devotion, if you ask us distinctly to say, what part will you claim to belong to, we reply without doubt or delay, the party we're singing this song to. If you ask us distinctly to say, we reply without doubt or delay, the party we claim to belong to is the party we're singing this song to. The party we claim to belong to is the party we're singing this song to.
I'm very much pained to refuse, but I'll stick to my pipes and my tables. I can spell all the words that I use, and my grammar's as good as my neighbor's. As for birth, I was born like the rest. My behavior is round. In lowly cot alone is virtue found.
No, indeed, high rank will never hurt you. The peerage is not destitute of virtue.
Spurn not the nobly born with love affected, nor treat with virtuous scorn the well connected. High rank involves no shame, we boast an equal claim, with him of humble name to be respected. Blue blood, when virtuous love is sought, thy power is naught. Though dating from the flood, blue blood, blue blood.
When virtuous love is sought, thy power is naught. Though dating from the flood,
spare us the bitter pain of stern denials, nor with low-born disdain augment our trials. Hearts just as pure and fair may beat in Belgrave Square as in the lowly air of Seven Dials. Blue blood, of what avail art thou? So turn us now, though dating from the flood, blue blood, blue blood.
oh, what avail art thou to serve us now, though dating from the flood, blue blood.
Our definite command.
'Tis I, young Strephon, mind this priceless treasure. Against the world, I claim my darling's hand. A shepherd I, of Arcady, betrothed are we, and mean to be espoused today. A shepherd I, of Arcady, a shepherd I, of Arcady, betrothed are we, and mean to be espoused today.
Neath this blow was the Zapanaga, though we move and turn the stagger in each heart. Proud are we and lately, let's depart. Dignified and stately, let's depart. Dignified and stately, 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 dignified and stately.
And now tell me, what came you to defy the orders of the Court of Chancery?
My lord, I know no courts of chancery. I go by nature's acts of parliament. The bees, the breeze, the seas, the rooks, the brooks, the gales, the vales, the fountains, and the mountains cry, "You love this maiden, take her, we command you!" 'Tis writ in heaven by the bright barbed dart that leaps forth into lurid light from each grim thundercloud. The very rain pours forth her sad and sodden sympathy. When chorused nature bids me take my love, shall I reply, "Nay, but a certain chancellor forbids it"? Sir, you are England's Lord High Chancellor, but are you Chancellor of birds and trees, King of the winds, and Prince of thunderclouds?
No. It's a nice point. I don't believe I've ever met it before. But my difficulty is, there's no evidence before the court that chorus nature has taken an interest in your case.
No evidence? You have my word for it. I tell you that she bade me take my love.
Mudsoot, sir, you can't tell us what she told you. It isn't evidence. Now, an affidavit from a thunderstorm or a few words on oath from a heavy shower would be given all the attention they deserve.
And have you the heart to apply the prosaic rules of evidence to a case which bubbles over with poetical emotion?
Distinctly. I have always kept my duty directly before my eyes, and it is to that fact that I owe my advancement in my present distinguished position. When I went to the bar as a very young man, said I to myself, said I, I'll work on a new and original plan, said I to myself, said I. I'll never say that a rogue or a thief is a gentleman worthy contempt and grief, if because his attorney has sent me his brief, said I to myself, said I. Ere I go into court, I will read my back through, said I to myself, said I. I'll never take work I'm unable to do, said I to myself, said I. I learned a profession I'll never disgrace by taking a fee with a grin on my face when I haven't been there to attend to the case, said I to myself, said I. I'll never throw dust in the juryman's eyes, said I to myself, said I. Or who'd make a judge who is not overwise, said I to myself, said I. I learned a profession I'll never disgrace by taking a freed with a ring on my face when I haven't been there to attend to the case, but I myself, said I. In other professions in which men engage, said I to myself, said I, the army, the navy, the church, and the stage, alas, poor Yorick, said I to myself, said I learned to take as long as my face and soil the trade of the sun from my face, my face lay true of the thing from my face, said I to myself, said I.
Oh, Phyllis, to be taken from you just as I was on the point of making you my own. Oh, it's too much, it's too much.
My son in tears, and on his wedding day.
My wedding day? Oh, mother, weep with me, for the law has interposed between us, and the Lord Chancellor has separated us forever.
The Lord Chancellor? Oh, if he did but know.
If he did but know what?
No matter.
You have connections with the Queen?
The Queen has promised you her special protection. I will go to her and lay your peculiar case before her.
My beloved mother, how can I repay the debt I owe you? when darkly looms the day, and all is dull and gray, to chase the gloom away on thee I'll call.
What was that?
I think I heard her say that on a rainy day, to while the time away on her he called.
We think we've heard her say that on a rainy day, to while the time away on her he called.
When tempest wreck thy bark, and all is drear and dark, if thou shouldst need an ark, I'll give thee one.
What was that?
I heard the minx remark she'd meet him after dark inside St. James's Park and give him one.
We heard the minx remark she'd meet him after dark inside St. James's Park and give him one.
The prospect's not so bad, my heart's so sore and sad, will very soon be glad my soul is gone.
Oh, when the sky is dark and tempest wreck my heart, if I should need a help, he'll give me one.
Give him one. Give him
Oh, shameless would tremble, they do not endeavour thy thoughts to dissemble, we part and forever. I worshipped him blindly, he worships another.
Attend to me kindly, this lady's my mother.
This lady's his what?
This lady's my mother.
This lady's his what?
He says she's his mother. What means this mirth unseemly that shakes the listening earth?
The joke is good extremely and justifies all mirth.
This gentleman is seen with a maid of 17 and taking of his dolce far niente. And wonders he did she, for he asks us to believe she's his mother and he's nearly 25.
Recollect yourself, I pray, and be careful what you say. As the ancient Romans say, festine lente. For I really do not see how the younger girl could be the other of a man of 25.
My lord, of evidence I have no dearth. She has been my mother from my birth. In babyhood upon her lap I lay, with infant food she moistened my clay. Had she withheld the succor she supplied, by hunger quelled your Strephon might have died.
Had that refreshment been denied, indeed our Strephon might have died.
Had that refreshment been denied, indeed our Strephon might have died. But as she's not, his mother interferes, why weep his heart unnecessary tears. And by what law should we so joyously Rejoice because our Strephon did not die, or rather let us pipe our eyes. Because our Strephon did not die.
That's very true, let's pipe our eye, because our Strephon did not die.
Go, traitorous one, forever we must part. To one of you, my lord, I give my heart.
Oh, rapture!
Hear me, Phyllis.
Oh, rapture!
Ere you leave me.
Not a word, you did deceive me.
Hear me, Phyllis.
You did deceive me.
Not a word, you did deceive, you did deceive her.
For riches and rank I do not long, the pleasures are false and vain. I gave up the love of a lordly throne for the love of a simple swain. But now that simple swain's untrue, with a sorrowful heart I turn to you. A heart that's aching, quaking, breaking. A sorrowful heart I want to do. The riches and rank that you before are the only bait you'll use. So the richest and rankiest of you my sorrowful heart shall choose. For none are so noble, none so rich as this couple of Lord I'll find a niche in my heart that's aching, quaking, breaking. For one of you two, and I don't care which. To you I give my heart so rich.
To which?
I do not care. To you I yield, it is my due.
To whom?
I do not care. My heart is yours, and you but choose.
Choose.
That's your affair. I'll be accounted shall or not.
Of what?
I do not care.
Lucky little lady, Strephon's not his lady. Rank and seat is vital. Countess is the title. Yes, Countess. Countess, the title. The title. But of what I'm not aware. But of what I'm not aware.
Can I inactive see my fortunes fade? No, no.
Oh,
No, no.
oh.
Mighty protectress, hasten to my aid.
Trippy-hino, trippy-hino, nobody knows why you're with her. Why you want us, we don't know, but you so meant us, and so enter all the
lady of my love has caught me talking to another.
Oh, 5 or 7 in a row.
I tell her very plainly that the lady is my mother.
Taradiddle, toddle,
She won't believe my statement and declares we must be parted, because on a career of double dealing I have started that gives her hand to one of these and leaves me broken hearted.
Taradiddle, toddle,
Our crew was to separate two lovers from each other.
Oh, 5 or 7 in a row.
You've done him an injustice, for the lady is his mother.
Taradiddle, toddle,
A statement must have served its term as well as any other. I didn't see her face was they fond of one another, and she was 17 and up with Stephen was his mother. Taradiddle.
toddle.
I've often had a use or a thoroughbred excuse of a sudden which is English for repente. But of all I ever heard, this is much the most absurd, for she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
When she is 17, he is only 5 and 20. Oh, 5 or 7 in a row.
Now listen, pray to me, for this paradox will be carried nobody and all contradicente. Her age upon the date of his birth was right to say, if she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
She is 17 and he is only 5 and 20. To say she is his mother is an utter bit of folly. Oh, 5 or 7 in a row. Perhaps his brain is addled and is very melancholy. Taradiddle, toddle. I wouldn't say a word that could be reckoned as injurious, but to find a mother younger than her son is very curious, and that's the kind of mother that is usually spurious. Taradiddle, toddle.
Go away, madam, I should say, madam, you display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to intrude, madam, with your brood, madam, maiden face. Interfere, madam, with the peer, madam, though my dear, madam, I am one. You're well, madam, what you tell, madam, so they tell, madam, and be gone.
Let us say, madam, I should say, madam, they display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to allude, madam, to your rude, madam, raise the face. We don't fear, madam, let it fear, madam, though my dear, madam, this is one. They will stare, madam, unaware, madam, for they dare, madam, what they done.
Bearded by these puny mortals, I will launch from fairy portals all the most horrific thunders in my armory of wonders.
Shall they launch terrific wonders more than repent their blunders?
Let us say, madam, I should say, madam, you display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to allude, madam, to your rude, raise the face. We don't fear, madam, let it fear, madam, so my dear, madam, I am one. You will say, madam, what you dare, madam, so they dare, madam, what you dare, madam, what you dare,
Oh, Chancellor unwary, it's highly necessary your tongue to teach respectful speech, your attitude to vary, your burden are so airy, your manner arbitrary, or out of place when face to face with an influential fairy.
We never knew we were talking to a little fairy. A play on this vagary. I'm in a nice quandary. In hasty tone with dames unknown, I ought to be more chary. It seems that she's a fairy from Anderson's library, and I took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary. I took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary.
When next your house
sentence as we speak it, and he shall wreak it.
Oh, spare us!
Henceforth strap on, cast away, crooks and pipes and ribbons so gay, flocks and herds that bleat and low, into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament he shall go, backed by our supreme authority, he'll command a large majority. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, Parliament, he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
In a parliamentary hive, liberal or conservative, Whig or Tory, I don't know, but into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament he shall go, backed by our supreme authority, he'll command a large majority. Into Parliament, Parliament, he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, Parliament, he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
Every bill and every measure that may gratify his pleasure, though your fury it arouses, shall be passed by both your houses.
Oh!
You shall sit, if he sees reason, through the grouse and salmon season.
No!
He shall end the cherished rights you enjoy on Friday nights.
No!
He shall prick that annual blister, marriage with deceased wife's sister.
Mercy!
Titles shall ennoble then all the common councilmen.
Spare us!
Peers shall teem in Christendom, and a duke's exalted station be attainable by competitive examination.
Distinction as before, heard of all their plans. With real joy and demand to start the hoi polloi. One Latin word, one Greek remark, and one dash French. That word is French.
Distinction as before, heard of all their plans.
A Latin word.
With real joy and demand to start the hoi polloi.
A Greek remark.
One Latin word, one Greek remark, and one dash French. No strength for love, from the clouds of gift, the lights of the good fountain, thou shalt say what eagles may read of the consequence. On his end to pursue all the way,
long a chap reminds on sentry go to type monotony. He exercises all his brains, that is, assuming that he's got any. Though never nurtured in the lap of luxury, yet I admonish you, I am an intellectual chap, and think of things that would astonish you. I often think it's comical, fa-la-la, that nature always does contrive, fa-la-la, that every boy and every gal that's born into the world alive is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Fa-la-la is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Fa-la-la. When in that house MPs divide, if they've a brain and cerebellum too, they have to leave their brain outside and vote just as their leaders tell them to. But then the prospect of a lot of dull MPs in close proximity, all thinking for themselves, is what no man can face with equanimity. So let's rejoice with loud fa-la, fa-la-la, fa-la-la, that nature always does contrive, fa-la-la-la, that every boy and every gal that's born into the world alive is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Fa-la-la, fa-la-la is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Fa-la-la.
Annoyed? I should think so. Why, this ridiculous protege of yours is playing the deuce with everything. Tonight is the second reading of his bill to turn the peerage over to competitive examination.
And he'll carry it too.
Carry it? Of course he will. He's a parliamentary Pickford. He carries everything.
Yes, and if you please, that's our fault.
The deuce it is.
Yes, we influence the members and compel them to vote just as he wishes them to.
It's our system. It shortens the debates.
Well, think what it all means. I don't such mind for myself, but with a House of Peers with no grandfathers worth mentioning, the country must go to the dogs.
I suppose it must.
I don't want to say a word against brains. I have a great respect for brains. I often wish I had some myself.
Hear, hear!
So does he. But with a House of Peers composed entirely of people of intellect, what's to become of the House of Commons?
I never thought of that.
This comes of women interfering in politics.
I'll show you.
It so happens that if there is an institution in Great Britain not susceptible of any improvement at all, it is the House of Peers. When Britain really ruled the waves in good Queen Bess's time, the House of Peers made no pretense to intellectual eminence or scholarship sublime. Yet Britain won her proudest days in good Queen Bess's glorious days. Yes, Britain won her proudest days in good Queen Bess's glorious days.
Yes, Britain won her proudest days in good Queen Bess's glorious days.
When Wellington thrashed Bonaparte, as every child can tell, the House of Peers throughout the war did nothing in particular and did it very well. Yet Britain set the world ablaze in good King George's glorious days. Yes, Britain set the world ablaze in good King George's glorious days.
Yes, Britain set the world ablaze in good King George's glorious days.
And while the House of Peers withholds its legislative hand, and noble statesmen do not itch to interfere in matters which they do not understand. As bright will shine Great Britain's rays as in King George's glorious days. As bright will shine Great Britain's rays as in King George's glorious days.
As bright will shine Great Britain's rays as in King George's glorious days.
Charming persons, are they not?
Distinctly, for self-contained dignity combined with airy condescension, give me a British representative peer.
Then pray stop this protege of yours before it's too late.
Oh.
Think of the mischief you're doing.
But we can't stop them now! Aren't they lovely? Oh, why did you have to go and defy us, you old great goose? In vain to us you plead, don't go. Your praise we do not heed. Don't go. It's true we sigh, but don't suppose the tearful eye forgiveness shows. Oh no, we're very cross indeed. Yes, very cross. Don't go. It's true we sigh, but don't suppose a tearful eye forgiveness shows. Oh no, we're very cross indeed. Yes, very cross. Don't go.
Your disrespectful sneers, don't go. Call forth indignant tears, don't go. You break our laws, you are our foe. We cry because we hate you so. You know, you very wicked peers, you wicked peers, don't go. You break our laws, you are our foe. We cry because we hate you so. You know, you very wicked peers, you wicked peers, don't go.
Our disrespectful sneers, ha ha, will forth indignant tears, ha ha. If that's the case, my dears,
don't go.
We'll go.
Shame upon you. Is this your fidelity to the laws you are bound to obey? Know ye not that it is death to marry a mortal?
Yes, but it's not death to wish to marry a mortal.
Oh, this is weakness. Subdue it.
We know it's weakness, but the weakness is so strong.
We're not as tough as you are.
Tough? Do you suppose I am insensible to the effect of manly beauty? Look at that man. A perfect picture. Who are you, sir?
Private Willis, B Company, 1st Grenadier Guards.
You're a very fine fellow, sir.
I am generally admired.
I can quite understand it. Now here's a man whose physical attributes are simply godlike. That man has a most extraordinary effect upon me. If I yielded to natural impulse, I should fall down and worship that man. But I mortify this inclination. I wrestle with it, and it lies beneath my feet. That is how I treat my regard for that man. Oh, foolish faith, think you because this bravery my bosom thaws, I'd disobey our fairy laws, because I fly in realms above, in tendency to fall in love, resemble I the amorous dove, resemble I the amorous dove. Oh, amorous dove, type of Ovidius Naso, this heart of mine is soft as thine, although I dare not say so. Oh, fire that glows in heat intense, I turn the hose of common sense, and out it goes at small expense. We must maintain a fairy law, that is the main on which to draw. In that we gain a Captain Shaw. In that we gain a Captain Shaw. Oh, Captain Shaw, type of true love kept under, could thy brigade with cold cascade quench my great love, I wonder?
Oh, Captain Shaw, time of true love kept under.
Could thy brigade with cold cascade quench my great love, I wonder?
That ought to be enough to make any girl happy. But I'm miserable. Don't suppose it's because I care for Stratton, for I hate him. No girl would care for a man who goes about with a mother considerably younger than himself.
Phyllis, my darling! Phyllis, my own.
Don't! How dare you! Oh, but perhaps you're the two noblemen I'm engaged to.
I am one of them. I am the other.
Well then, my darling. My own. Have you settled which of you it's to be?
Not altogether. It's a difficult position. It would be hardly delicate to toss up. On the whole, we'd rather leave it to you.
How can it possibly concern me? You're both rich, you're both elves, and you're both, plain.
So we are. Well, at least I am.
I am, so am I.
No.
I am indeed very plain.
Well, perhaps you are.
There's really nothing to choose between you. Now, if one of you should forego his title and distribute his estates among his Irish gentry, well, then I should see a reason for choosing one over the other.
Talal, are you prepared to make this sacrifice?
No.
Not even to oblige a lady?
No, not even to oblige a lady.
Then the question remains, which of us shall give way to the other? Perhaps on the whole she would be happier with me. I don't know, I might be wrong.
No, I don't think that you are. I really believe she would. But the awkward part of the thing is, if you rob me of the girl of my heart, we must fight, and one of us must die. It's a family tradition that I'm sworn to respect. It's a painful position, for I have a very strong regard for you, George.
My dear Thomas.
You are very dear to me, George. We were boys together. At least I was. If I were to survive you, my existence would be helplessly embittered.
Then, my dear Thomas, you must not do it. I say it again and again. If it shall have this effect upon you, you must not do it. No. If one of us is to destroy the other, let it be me.
No.
Yes, by our boyish friendship, I implore you.
Well, be it so. But no. I cannot consent to an act that would crush you with unavailing remorse.
But it would not do so. I should be very sad at first. Oh, who would not be? But it would wear off. I am very fond of you, but not perhaps as you are of me.
George, you're a noble fellow, but that telltale tear betrays you. No, George, you are very fond of me, and I cannot consent to a week's uneasiness on my account.
But, dear Thomas, it would not last a week. Remember, You lead the House of Lords. On your demise, I shall take your place. Oh, Thomas, it would not last a day.
Now, I do hope you're not going to fight about me, because it really isn't worthwhile.
No, I don't believe it is.
Nor I. The sacred ties of friendship are paramount.
Though perhaps I may incur your blame, the things of you I would not do in friendship's name.
And I may say I think the same. Not even love should rank above true friendship's name.
Then free me free and go your ways. Forget your craze and go your ways in friendship's name. In friendship's name. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank, and fame. But no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride.
Except of friendship, all the same.
This
love, unrequited, robs me of my rest. Love, hopeless love, my ardent soul encumbers. Love, nightmare life, lies heavy on me chest, and weaves itself into my midnight slumbers. When you're lying awake with a dismal headache and reposes to boot by anxiety, I conceive you may use any language you choose to indulge in without propriety. For your brain is on fire and your bedclothes conspire for your usual slumber to plunder you. First your counterpane goes and uncovers your toes, and your sheet slips demurely from under you. Then the blanketing tickles you feel like pickles, so terribly sharp in the pricking. And you're hot and you cross and you tumble and toss till there's nothing twixt you and the ticking. Well, the blood goes a creep to the ground in a heap, and you pick them all up in a tangle. And your pillow resigns and politely declines to remain in its usual angle. We get some repose in the form of a doze, with hot eyeballs and head ever aching. But you slumbering teams with such horrible dreams, you'd very much better be waking. Well, you dream you are crossing the channel and tossing about with a steamer for marriage, which is something between a large bathing machine and a very small second-class carriage. And you're giving a treat, penny ice and gold meat, to a party of friends and relations. They're a ravenous horde, and they all came and boarded Sloane Square in South Kensington Station. And bound in that journey, you find your attorney who started that morning from Devon. He's a bit undersized, and you don't feel surprised when he tells you he's only 11. Well, you're driving like mad with that singular lad. By the by, the ship's now a four-wheeler. And you're playing round games, and he calls you bad names when you tell him the tie's with a dealer. But this you can't stand, so you throw up your hands, and you find you're as cold as an icicle. and your shirt and your socks are black silk with gold clocks, because they draws very plain on a bicycle. And he and the crew are on bicycles too. They're somehow or other invested in, and he's telling the tars all the particulars of a company he's interested in. It's a scheme of devices to get at low prices, all good from cough mixtures to cables. Which tabled the sailors retreating retailers, and they were all vegetables. You get a good spadesman to plant a small tradesman, they take up his boots with a boot tree. His legs will take root, his fingers will shoot, and they'll blossom in blood like a fruit tree. From the green grocery tree you get grapes and green pea, cauliflower, pineapple, and cranberries. All the pasty for black cherry brandy will pups and 3 corners and banberries. The shares are a penny, and ever so many are taken by Rawshot and Bering. But just as a few were allotted to you, you awake with a shudder despairing. You're a regular wreck with a crick in your neck, and you wonder your snow for a heads on the floor, needles and pins from your soles to your shins, blushes that creep to the life like you sleep with a cramp in your toes and a fly in your nose, a fluff in your tongue, thirst of the tongue, and a favorite sense, general sense you haven't been sleeping in clover. But the darkness is past, and it's daylight at last, and the night has been long. Ditto, ditto, my song. And thank goodness they're both of them over. Oh.
I am much distressed to see your lordship in this condition.
My lord, is not usual for a Lord Chancellor to envy another. But at this condition, I would rather be 2 earls engaged to Phyllis than any other half-dozen noblemen on the face of the globe.
Yes, it's an enviable position when you're the only one.
Yes, no doubt, most enviable. At the same time, seeing you thus, we naturally say to ourselves, this is very sad. His lordship is constitutionally as blithe as a bird. He trills upon the bench like a thing of song and gladness. His series of judgments in F sharp minor, given andante in 6/8 time, are among the most remarkable effects ever produced at a court of chancery. He is perhaps the only living instance of a judge whose decrees have received the honor of a double encore. How can we bring ourselves to do that which would deprive the Court of Chancery of one of its most attractive features?
I feel the course of your remarks, but I am here in 2 capacities, and they clash, my lords, my clash. I deeply grieve to say that in declining to entertain my last application to myself, I presume to address myself in terms that render it impossible for me to ever apply to myself again. It was a most painful scene, my lords, most painful.
This is what it means to have 2 capacities. Let us be thankful that we are persons of no capacity whatever.
Come, come, remember, you are a very just and kindly old gentleman, and you need have no hesitation in approaching yourself, so that you do so respectfully and with a proper show of deference.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Well, I will nerve myself to another effort, and if that fails, I resign myself to my fate.
If you go in, you're sure to win. Yours will be the charming maid, be your lord. The ancient saw, fate had never won fair lady. Never, 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 fate had never won fair lady. Every journey has an end, where if the worst affairs will end. Dark as the dawn when day is nigh, hustle your horse and don't say die.
He who shies at such a prize is not worth a man, bade he be so kind to bear in mind, faint heart never won fair lady, never, 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 faint heart never won fair lady. While the sunshine make your hay, where a will is there's a way. Beard the lion in his lair, none but the brave deserve the fair.
I'll take heart and make a start, though I fear the prospect shady. Much I would spend to gain my end. Faint heart never won fair lady.
Never, 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 faint heart never won fair lady. Nothing venture, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round. Nothing venture, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round.
I suppose one ought to enjoy oneself in Parliament when one leads both parties as I do, but I'm miserable. Poor broken-hearted fool that I am. Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis!
Yes?
Phyllis! But I suppose I should say, milady. I've not yet been informed which title your ladyship is pleased to select.
I haven't quite decided. You see, I have no mother to advise me.
No, I have.
Yes, a young mother.
Not very. A couple of centuries or so.
Oh, she wears well.
She does. She's a fairy.
I beg your pardon? A what?
Oh, I've no longer any reason to conceal the fact. She's a fairy.
Well, I suppose that does account for a good many things. Then I suppose you're a fairy.
I'm half a fairy.
Which half?
The upper half, down to the waistcoat.
But, oh, dear me. There's nothing to show it.
Do that.
But why didn't you tell me this before?
I thought you would take a dislike to me. But as it's all off, you may as well know the truth. I'm only half a mortal.
Well, I'd rather have half a mortal I do love than half a dozen that I don't.
No, I think not. Go to your half dozen.
It's only two, and I hate them. Please forgive me.
I don't think I ought to. Besides, all sorts of difficulties will arise. You know, my grandmother looks quite as young as my mother. So do all my aunts.
I quite understand. Whenever I see you kissing a very young lady, I shall know it is an elderly relative.
You will? Then, Phyllis, I think we shall be very happy.
We won't wait long.
No, we might change our minds. We'll get married first.
And change our minds afterwards.
That's the usual course. If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry, you and I, of the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. For peers the flowing coffers press their offers, that is why I am sure we should not tarry ere we marry, you and I.
If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry, you and I, with a more attractive maiden jewel-laden you may fly. If by chance we should be parted, broken-hearted, I should die. So I think we will not tarry ere we marry, you and I. If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry, you and I,
of the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. Of the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. by, if we're weak enough to tarry, we marry you and I. Of the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. So I think we will not tarry, we marry, you and I, you and I, you and I.
Is she aware of our engagement?
She is, and thus she welcomes her daughter-in-law.
She kisses just like other people. But the Lord Chancellor...
I forgot him. Mother, none can resist your fairy eloquence. You will go to him and plead for us?
No, impossible.
But our happiness, our very lives depend upon our obtaining his consent.
Madam, you cannot refuse to do this.
You know not what you ask. The Lord Chancellor is my husband.
Your husband?
My husband and your father.
Well, then our course is plain. Upon learning that Strephon is his son, all objections to our marriage shall be at once removed.
Nay, he must never know. He believes me to have died childless, and dearly as I love him, I'm bound, under penalty of death, not to undeceive him. But see, he comes. Quick, my veil.
Victory! Victory! Success has crowned my efforts, and I can now officially say I'm engaged to Phyllis. At first I wouldn't hear of it. It was out of the question. But I took out. I pointed out that I was no stranger to myself. In point of fact, we had known each other for a number of years. This was a great point gained. I then complimented my career, that I was following my career, and added handsomely that I yielded to no one in my admiration for my personal and professional virtues. This was a great point gained. I then endeavored to work on my feelings. Conceive my joy when I distinctly detected a tear in my own eye. Eventually, after a serious struggle with myself, I most reluctantly, consented.
My Lord, a suppliant at your feet I kneel. Oh, listen to a mother's fond appeal. Hear me tonight, I come in urgent need. 'Tis for my son, young Strephon, that I plead. Alas, if in the bygone years the
It may not be, for so the fates decide. Learn now that Phyllis is my promised bride.
Thy bride? No, no.
It shall be so. Those who would separate us, woe betide.
Thy doom thy lips have spoken, I plead in vain. For thou already broken, I break again. For him, for her, for thee, I yield my life. Behold, it may not be. I am thy wife.
Iolanthe, thou livest.
I live. Now let me die. Once again thy vows are broken, though thyself thy doom hast spoken. Bow thy head to destiny, death thy doom, and thou shalt die.
If Iolanthe must die, so shall we all, for as she has sinned, so have we.
What?
We are all fairy duchesses, marchionesses, countesses, viscountesses, and baronesses.
It's awful, old Iolanthe. Peer pressure. They couldn't help themselves.
It seems they have helped themselves, and pretty freely, too. You have all incurred death. But I can't slaughter the whole company. And yet, the law is clear. Every fairy must die who marries a mortal.
Allow me, madam, as an old equity draftsman, to make a suggestion. The subtleties of the legal mind are up to the situation. This thing is really quite simple. The insertion of a single word will do it. Let it stand that every fairy shall die who don't marry a mortal, and there you are, out of your difficulty at once.
Oh, we like your humor. Very well. Private witness!
Mom!
To save my life, it is necessary that I marry at once. How should you like to be a fairy guardsman?
Well, Mom, I don't think much of the British soldier who wouldn't ill-convenience himself to save a female in distress.
You are a brave fellow. You're a fairy from this moment. And you, my lords, how say you? Will you join our ranks?
Yes. Well, now that the house appears is to be populated by persons of intelligence, I don't see any further use for us down here. Do you two all?
None whatever.
Good! Then away we go to Fairyland!
Soon as we may, off and away, we'll commence our journey. Very happy are we, as you can see. Everyone is now a fairy. Everyone is now a fairy. Though as a general rule we know, two strings go to every bow. Make up your mind and breeze will bring it you to bow to every string.
Though as a general rule we know, two strings go to every bow. Make up your mind and breeze will bring it you to bow to every string.
Up in the sky, ever so high, pleasures come in endless series. We will arrange happy exchange, house of beers for house of beeries.
Beeries, house of beer for house of beeries. Up in the air, sky high, free from wants and chats of eye. He'll be surely happier for he's such a susceptible chancellor.
Up in the air, sky high,